Welcome back to another day of science. Today is our second day working on motion, speed, and strength. Our checklist for today: review the objectives, watch the lesson video, complete the assignment, and click mark as done on Google Classroom. Our objectives for today: I can identify how a wrecking ball does work, and I can explain how motion, strength, and speed help a wrecking ball do work. All you're going to need today is your Chromebook. All right, yesterday we talked about wrecking balls and explosives and how we can use those things to knock down a concrete wall. And both of those use motion, speed, and strength. Now, today we are going to watch Doug do an experiment on how wrecking balls can use speed and motion to knock down houses or walls with strength. He's going to walk us through this. If you would like to do this experiment with them, I will put the materials you will need on the slides, and you can have a grown-up help you gather the materials to then do this experiment with Doug. If you do not have those materials, you can just watch with me.
In today's activity, you're going to play a game called Don't Crush That House. You're going to build a wall out of cups and knock it down with a paper wrecking ball, like this. Pull it back and let it go. But there's a little problem. Your wall of cups is like that wall in Berlin, because right behind your wall, there are two paper houses. You want to knock down the wall, but you don't want to push on the wall so hard that it falls on people's homes. So you're going to have to think about how hard you hit the wall with your wrecking ball. Hit it too hard, and you'll crush someone's house. Here's how you play the game. You pull back the wrecking ball and let it go. If your wall of cups hits a house, like this, your turn is over. But if your cups don't hit the houses, like this, then you get to swing the wrecking ball again. You can keep swinging as long as you don't hit a house. Once you knock down all three cups without hitting the houses, you win. I'll show you how to get started, step by step. If you're in a class, form a group for each game station. If you're at home, you can play the game by yourself. When you're done, before you can play, you need to know how to set up the houses and cups. You're going to put the paper houses on the drawings of the houses, and the wall of cups on the drawing of the cups. Now that you know this, go to the next step. Go to a game station and set up the houses and wall of cups. You'll have to set it up like this after every time someone takes a turn. It's time to play. Pull back the wrecking ball and let go. Try to knock down the wall without hitting houses. Remember, if you don't hit a house, you try again. If you hit a house, your turn is over. Let everyone who's playing have a turn. Okay, time to play.
So when it's pulled back all the way up there, that's going to have a lot of speed and strength. So when you use that motion of pulling back the wrecking ball really high up and letting it go, it's going to have a lot of speed and a lot of strength. So when it hits the wall, do you think it's going to hit the houses? Probably. Now, let's watch again.
If you let go of the wrecking ball from here, do you think the cups would hit the houses? Why or why not?
So again, when you lift it up all the way up here, it's going to have a lot of strength and a lot of speed, and it's going to knock down this wall And then it will probably knock down the houses too.
If you let go of the wrecking ball from here instead, do you think the cups would hit the houses? Why or why not?
So if you notice, this wrecking ball is not pulled up as high. So do you think it's going to have as much speed and strength as if you lift it all the way up? Probably not. So do you think it's going to hit the wall down? It probably will hit the wall down, but do you think it's going to then hit the houses to make those fall down? Probably not, because when you lift it up this far, it's not going to have as much speed or strength to knock down the wall and the houses. Now, I want you to think about both of those images. So I'm going to show you. Oops, this one. Here is your assignment for today. I want you to think about the videos we just watched and how we talked about the speed and strength that both of these have. Now, remember we talked about when you lift up the wrecking ball just a little bit, it's not going to have as much speed and strength. But when you lift it all the way up like this, it's going to have a lot of speed and a lot of strength. Now, I want you to look at these two pictures and decide which picture shows how the wrecking ball can hit the cups the hardest. So, will this picture show how this wrecking ball can hit the hardest? Or will this wrecking ball hit this wall the hardest? Which one do you think? If I lift it up this much, will it hit really hard? Or if I lift it all the way up, will it hit really hard? I want you to decide your answer. Then you're going to click the X and drag it. If you think this one will hit the cups the hardest, you're going to leave your X here. Or if you think this picture will hit the cups the hardest, you're going to put your X right there. When you're done, click Mark as down on Google Classroom.